I am here with actor and co-founder of Rehearse, Darren Darnborough, and he is going to share with us the power of self-taping and give us some tips on how to do it in an amazing way. We're so excited to have you.
Thanks for having
joining us. So before we get started, tell me a little bit about why it's so important for actors to learn how to do this well.
Well, the thing with self-tapes, as technology gets better these days, they're becoming more important for actors to do because we all have technology where we can do self-tapes, and it makes it easier a lot of times for casting. So number one, it's getting a lot more prevalent. Number two, if you're a busy actor and you're working a lot and you're getting a load of auditions, it's a great way for your agent or manager to have you do more work, basically, and
Absolutely.
put auditions on tape in between your jobs or multiple per day without having to drive everywhere. And the other thing is, for a casting director to see new talent, it's a great way for agents to actually get their clients seen in front of the camera without casting director committing to an appointment time. So often a good agent or manager will submit a self-tape, and that way they can sort of say to a casting director, hey, take a look at my client.
Yeah.
I'm only asking you to commit 4 minutes of your time.
That's great. And I hear from a lot of casting directors that they are willing to look at self-tapes because they're just so much quicker than bringing somebody in for an appointment and taking that 10-minute slot. That's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And clogging up the parking lot of the studio.
Exactly. There's always that. So what should actors do before they shoot?
Well, I think there's basically three things that actors need to think about in this order, really. It's preparation. Don't rush your self-tape. The whole point is that you've been given the time and you've been given all the time. Well, just like an audition, if you have an appointment time to get your self-tape in, then use all that available time.
Right.
So that you can really know your scene, know your character inside out.
Completely nail it. Yeah.
Exactly. And, just really refine your performance. But with a self-tape, you have the benefit of being able to do a few extra takes.
Right.
Whereas in the audition room, you've got that one shot. So, take your time. Do 10 takes if you need to. Because if you get your best work out in that point, then that's going to come across.
That's great advice.
Number two, I would say, is your wardrobe and props. Again, don't skimp on that just because you're at home, or you don't rush up, on your way out to film your self-tape. Think of it like an audition. Get prepared, get in the costume, or whatever sort of items of clothing that make you feel like the character.
Yeah, to suggest the character.
Exactly, to suggest the character. And if you need a prop, I'm not talking crazy props. Don't bring in, sci-fi props and laser guns. But if you need a pen or you need a cup, then use it.
Or a cell phone or something like that.
Or a table or a chair.
Right.
Because often, one of the things that throw people in an audition is that they go in and they thought there was going to be a table and there wasn't.
Sure.
Well, one of the beauties of self-taping is if you think there should be a table, they'll put one there.
Right. Yeah,
there
you're in control.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And lastly, choose your location and decide on your blocking.
Okay.
Because wherever you're going to film this, make it look as much like an audition studio as you can in the sense of don't have too much fuss in the background, not too many things that detract away from your performance. Make sure the lighting's good, make sure it's clean and unfussy, the shadows, aren't going across your face.
Right.
And understand your space. You have a place to set up the camera which is tight on you, but you've got to know how far to your left and your right you can move, because unless you've got someone following you, you're probably setting the camera up on your own. And use the space and block it well so that you know what your audition space is like.
Right. Very cool. I know that a lot of my actor friends are intimidated by the technology that they need for the shoot. Like, do I really have what I need? So can you tell us a little bit about what they really need and what they maybe don't need and kind of how to set that all up? Yeah,
I would say, again, three main things is lighting, sound, and camera. Try and think about all those things.
Right.
Lighting, in the very basic sense, have a well-lit room, again, with not many shadows. But it wouldn't be a bad thing to invest in a couple of studio-style lights. They're not that expensive, off Amazon or something like that.
Okay.
And if you're doing a lot of self-taping, it's going to be a good investment. So have some good lights like in a studio. Then if you are going to record the sound, a lot of cameras that you buy these days have good directional mics on them. But again, it wouldn't be a problem for you to buy an extra mic that you can place closer. Like in the audition room, they'll have one hanging down or they'll have one nearby.
Yeah.
You can mimic that in your own self-tape studio. And cameras, we all have amazing cameras on our cell phones these days. If Kanye West can have a video shot on an iPhone 6, then, then you guys can do your self-tape on it. Most modern computers, cameras, cell phones are more than good enough to shoot what you need for a self-tape. So you can use your webcam on your Mac if you have one, or an iPhone, that kind of camera. And, position it right. Have a good tripod. You can buy them for the phone as well, just to make sure you're not wobbling all over or you're not framed incorrectly. And there you go. That's your core equipment to have: lighting, sound, camera.
Cool. That actually sounds pretty doable for most of us. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Now we want to hear from you. Tell us something you're going to implement in your next self-tape in the comments in the blog below. And be sure to join us next week for video 2 of the series. Darren is going to share with us how to give your very best self-tape performance and also how to format your self-tape so that it gets seen by the people who you want to see it, casting directors, producers, etc. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss it, and we will see you then. Bye. Tell us something you were going to implement in your self-tapes. Are you looking?